What's good, family? So I'm gonna let a couple of more people hop up in the live stream. It's been a minute since I've gone live. So if you can see me clearly, type it 2 real quick. Or 1. What's good, family? Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna let some more people hop in the live chat. Wishing you guys a good Monday. It's been a hot minute since I got on live with you guys, so I wanted to get on here real quick and talk to you guys, engage for a little bit, answer any questions that you might have. If you can hear me clearly, type in the chat. All right, so what's up, family? So I'm accepting some questions today. Wishing you guys a happy Monday. As I said before, it's been a good minute since I've gotten alive, so I really wanted to get on here and chat it up with y'all. Legendary souls, do you know that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life? Thank you for typing that in there. Appreciate you today. I'm gonna try to keep things away from religion on this live stream, but I appreciate you. Let's see. Change everything. So it's quiet today. It's quiet today. You're not really typing anything. I wanted to get on here and answer some questions for you guys because I get a lot of DMs that I don't always get to. So this is a good opportunity to ask me any question about anything, whether that's travel, whether that's fitness, business, all the above. Type in the chat real quick. Where are you watching from? Legendary souls for sure. I've experienced supernaturally. He delivered me from Egyptian occult knowledge, esoteric practices, and demonic representations of the spirit. The Holy Spirit is the spirit of God. Thanks for sharing that. And also, by the way, you said he delivered you from Egyptian occult knowledge. All that the word occult means is hidden. So basically, you're saying that he delivered you from information that was hidden, which means that you went looking for that information. So you're saying that God delivered you from information that you were looking for. But I'm very happy for you. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. If you can see me and hear me clearly, type in the chat where you're watching from. So I'm going to give it a couple of more minutes for some people to hop in. Hopefully, y'all start engaging. I see we got 4 people watching, but nobody's really typing except for Legendary Souls. But then I get a bunch of DMs every day that unfortunately I can't get to all of them. I'm not even sure if everybody in here speaks English. Self Mastery Triple Eight. What's up? What's up? Says when it comes to learning something new, what is your typical approach? I have trouble retaining a lot of information at times. Good question. So when it comes to learning something new, I like to put myself in immersion. So whether that means I'm learning, so whether I'm studying a language or I'm studying information on business or I'm trying to learn a new skill, I will fully immerse myself in it. Let's talk about language, right? So for example, this past year I studied Spanish, so I moved to South America. Or another example, let's say I'm trying to acquire a new skill, right? So that let's say like I can advance, I will either buy a course or I'll find some type of information online where I will study and I'll immerse myself. But the way that I study things is I'll go hard and in depth for like half an hour. I'll take maybe a 5 minute break and I'll go back in. That way I just kind of give my mind like a little bit of a break. And then I like to give myself certain activities and exercises so that I can make sure that not only did I consume the information, but I'm also going to retain it by actually applying it. I find that personally for me, If I am studying something and acquiring information, but I'm not putting it into application, then it's gonna go away. But for me, like when I actually apply something that I've been studying, then that kind of helps me like retain that knowledge, that info. Great question though. Appreciate you. Any more questions, man? Where y'all watching from? I gotta get on live a lot more often, man. I know I do. I had a comment this morning that said, "Yo, why don't you get on live anymore, man? Get on live." You feel me? So I thought that I'd hop on here really fast with y'all. Val Chung, New York. What's up, New York? What part of New York and what borough? QB Passport Flexing. What's good? What's good, man? Where you coming from? Passport Flexing. Where you coming from? Manhattan. Okay, okay. Expensive. Tijuana, Mexico / San Diego. Are you the one that got the transplant too? The head transplant? Tijuana, Mexico. Or maybe that was someone else that I was talking to about that. That was out of Mexico. Okay, yeah, that's you. Ça qu'a fait haïtien. À mon cher posé, même déjà qu'on est, man. A bien mené boy ici, tu. A dégagé qu'on est boy ici, mais qu'on est déjà. Bon bagay net, oui. What's up, what's up, what's up? I know it's a Monday, so we don't really have a lot of people in here. You feel me? So I might have to hop back on the weekend and get a live talk going for real, for real. But any questions that you guys have, I would love to answer. As I said before, I get a lot of DMs on my IG. If you're not already following me on IG, make sure to go follow me at Dudley_E, where I kind of post like more day to day of what I'm doing, where I'm at. Dubai Silk, what's up? I know it's been a good while since I got on live. I used to go on live a lot, but I slowed down obviously as I got like some more things on my plate. But I definitely want to take this time to chat with y'all. So we got people from New York, from Mexico / San Diego, Dubai. I forgot where you live at. I want to say Dubai, but I don't know. I'm thirsty as hell today, man. But anyway, hope you guys are doing good, man. I'm drinking a lot of water because I had a crazy leg workout this morning. I'm low key tired, super thirsty, super sore. Hope you guys are taking care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all the above, everything that I stand for on this channel. You guys already know. If you've been rocking with me for a while, I wanted to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed and supported the movement. My man Jason Falau. So I think that's a troll question, but I'm honestly gonna answer that. So what's funny is back in 2021, I actually thought about it, but I was like, nah, I can't do that. And the reason I can't do that is because I have, for one, I got morals, and secondly, I got a personal brand and a brand image to uphold. And so going that route would be, what I'm saying, in contradiction with the principles and the philosophy that I show and teach that was inside my brand. So whether that was a troll question or not, you feel me? And also I'm a fully heterosexual male, you know what I'm saying? I I appreciate all of my supporters and subscribers of all different walks of life, but I have been getting some wild, what I'm saying, like comments lately. So um, just so you know, brother, Legendary Souls gotta go, man, because I already told him like I'm not trying to do, you know what I'm saying, like religious you know, conversations on this live and they persist. So had to put them on timeout. But anyway, if you're just now pulling up to the live, welcome to the channel. For all my new subscribers, my name is Dudley. I go by, well, formerly known as Dudley Does, but I go by my first and last name now. I want to thank you for joining me today on this Monday. This is a Q&A live. I haven't gone live in a good minute. I'm coming live from Colombia, South America. Um, One of my bases all across the world that I spent a lot of my time in. If I'm not in South America, I'm usually in Europe. I'm still looking to see where my base is going to be in Africa next year as I go explore Africa and Asia. And you better believe I will be filming lots of content on those trips as well, as I always do every time I travel with you guys. Well, not with you guys, but you know what I mean. Dolo. So I am accepting Q&As. Just please keep it classy because a lot of people are crazy. You feel me? I will answer almost anything, but I won't answer anything. You feel me? Does that make sense? So besides modeling, so within this personal brand, I offer certain products. I have a digital marketing course called the Self-Made Master Program that I offer, where I coach students from all over the world and teach them how to create their own online digital personal brand, how to market it, how to scale it, how to automate it eventually. Um, I also have sponsorships and partners. I also personally train. I have fitness programs as well. I'm an author. So I do a lot of different things that allows me to be able to have a certain amount of freedom to where I could live all over the world. In addition to that, I also work in technology. Um, I typically work for financial technology startups where I offer my services from anything from like marketing and things of that nature. So I'm a very like multi-faceted hustler, and I do a lot of different things. So it was good. I saw that you worked at a tech company. What exactly did you do there? So at the tech company, which is funny, that the way that I got into tech, because it's funny, until last year, I was an entrepreneur for about 5 years, and last year I got into the corporate world because a this small fintech startup company, they found my digital marketing course, and they reached out to me and they wanted my services. So with that company, I'll literally like a product manager. This age. Exactly, entrepreneur. But I feel like sometimes, like when you say entrepreneur, that can be very vague. And also these days, everybody's saying, yeah, that I'm an entrepreneur. But like, what exactly, like, what solutions do you actually provide in the marketplace, right? But yeah, to put it short, I'm an entrepreneur. Jason Falel says you are living the dream for real. To be able to travel the world like it was awesome. Thank you, man. I'm trying, man. I feel blessed, and like my goal is to just really share my experiences like with you guys and inspire you guys to know that you can live whatever kind of life that you want, and you can really create a life for yourself to where you can create multiple streams of income by doing something that you're passionate about, by also helping people, and by also making yourself a more profound person by getting to experience different cultures and regions and people. So aside from like what I do for work, I feel like I'm getting paid by the cultures that I'm able to like experience, the people I'm able to meet. I feel like I'm getting paid so much more in that way because the different cultural experiences that I'm having all across the world is making me a more profound man. And I know for me, that's going to pay me dividends. How? When you are able to learn and be around different peoples and different cultures, you'll know how to manage and deal with people better. And that's extremely valuable, especially when you're working in business and corporately. You have to know how to deal with people because people is what business is. Business is building a relationship, solving problems with people. So I feel like by traveling, it's made me even better in business. That makes sense? We literally get 2 week vacation in a year, and that's our vacation for the entire year, dead end job. So yeah, I know, and that's why. Listen, for me personally, I'm not gonna complain, right? So my family, you know what I'm saying, like we're from Haiti, we immigrated like to the States. I'm very thankful for that. I got educated in the States. I grew up in the States. As I started to get older, my ambition started to get bigger, and my hunger and thirst to experience other parts of the world started to just get bigger and bigger. So a few years ago, like I made the decision just to like uproot myself and leave, right? And I think that's been the best decision I've ever made because now I make my own schedule. I do what I want to do, and I'm able to be anywhere that I want to be. So I will say this though, right? Because I'm gonna always be honest. This lifestyle is not for everybody. Um, I've had difficult times moving to different countries where I didn't speak the language. I didn't speak any, like I didn't know anybody. For most people, that's scary. For me, I look at it as I'm a young man. If I do these kind of things for the next few years, the kind of person it's gonna make me when I'm 35, you feel like when I'm 40, it's gonna make me such an even more eclectic individual. I'm telling you, like, if you want to get into business or just if you want to just become a better person, like I highly recommend that you put yourself around people that you're not used to being around because they're gonna challenge you. Their beliefs and their customs are different. It's gonna make you grow as a person. Liz H says it's a blessing. Absolutely. Sophie says, if you had a chance, would you work as a policeman? Do you like that type of job? Would I work as a policeman? Good question. Um, no, because and I have to kind of like tread carefully with what I say, right? But I feel like sometimes a lot of people get into that kind of work being, you know what I'm saying, like law enforcement because they genuinely want to do something good. But when you when your family comes from a country like my family does, Haiti, you know, and also just being having the capability of going to other countries and seeing the amount of corruption that there is in the world. I'm a person that's like very big on justice. So for me to know that I'm in a role where I want to do good, but sometimes you gotta kind of play by a certain set of rules and books. I wouldn't necessarily find fulfillment in that. I would rather help people in other ways that I know I had a little bit more control of. So, for example, one of those ways is by educating people, right? Is by either building like an online school or, you know what I'm saying, like something that I would like to do is to go to like certain countries and like build schools, right? I think for me that would give me more of a sense of fulfillment as opposed to being like a policeman and really wanting to help somebody out, but knowing that there's so much corruption. That makes sense? Jason Falau says, how old are you? I just turned 30 this year. I'm a Taurus. Liz H says, you're the student because you know you're going to become the teacher. Absolutely. And one thing I've learned about life, you feel me, like in my young life, is like you're always going to be learning. Like, never think that you know everything. And even people that are like in a position to like teach and educate, they're still students, right, in other areas of their life. I tell my students this too because like a lot of people they want to get online, they want to like create their own business, like they want to create their own things and products and market, and they lack confidence in themselves, right? And I tell them, yo, you've already lived your unique life experience, which means that you have something to offer people. So you can start teaching right now. Like there's things that you've experienced that I don't know, right? In the same way, there's things that I've experienced that you don't know. So we can all teach each other certain things based off of our own experiences. So you feel me? Like we're all students and teachers. Liz H says, well, let me just say you're inspiring to me to know it's possible to live my own destiny. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys really inspire me too. Like I get a lot of messages like from certain subscribers that don't feel comfortable saying certain stuff like on my videos. I get certain DMs and emails, and I really appreciate y'all. Seriously, I really do. Thank you. Next question. What's up? What's up? Where you guys calling from, man? So I know we had people from San Diego, Tijuana, Mexico. We had people, you know what I mean, from New York. Where y'all calling from? Calling. I mean, where you where you watching me from? I said calling. I'm thinking that this is like a talk show. Sobly says, with all the knowledge and wisdom that you have right now, what would you do if you're 19 and just finished high school? If I was 19 right now, I would create a personal brand. I would get on social media. I would put myself around people that are older than me, that know more about life than me. So I would get a mentor so I can learn as much as possible. And I would create some type of online business that solves a problem or solution. I would heavily use AI to make the process of scaling my personal brand and business a little bit easier. And as revenue starts to come in, whether that's, like I monetize my YouTube or something, I will start to branch out, create a product or service that can help people. So that's what I'll do. Toronto was good. I was just in Toronto back in May. I did not know how diverse I didn't know how diverse it was over there in TO. I did not know, but I definitely got to go back and actually like spend some time there. I was only there, like a day, like passing through. But I got to go check out TO. I heard that the taxes in Canada are horrible, though, man. Let me know if that's true or not. I heard that the taxes are just horrible. UK, I gotta make a stop in the UK too. I got a lot of subscribers from the UK. I get a lot of love in the UK too. I had a subscriber that actually flew out here a couple of months ago um, from the UK. You feel me? And we met up. African brother, real cool dude, man. Sogli says, have you ever been in the war room from Andrew Tate and in any of his courses, any opinion about them? No, I haven't been in the war room by Andrew Tate, but I did subscribe to his like he had like a weekly like newsletter. I subscribed to that a couple of months ago, but I haven't been getting emails from him. I can't really give an opinion on his courses or his programs because I haven't personally enrolled. From what I've seen, there is a lot of different instructors with a lot of different information, but personally, I can't really speak on that because I haven't, you know what I mean? I haven't enrolled. Are you thinking about it? Enrolling? So we got New York, we got Tijuana, Mexico, we got UK, we got San Diego, Toronto. Taxes are trash, government is worse, but the land is beautiful. Yeah, yeah. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I got a good buddy of mine that's out there, man. He's a successful guy, young guy too, man, 32, and he was telling me like, yo, Doug, like the tax situation out here is horrible. You feel me? So I had no idea. How would you use AI to scale starting a business? So excellent question. You feel me? Now we're talking. Hold on, I'm gonna take a little sip of water. Man, this view is absolutely beautiful. So you can use AI for a variety of things to alleviate yourself from certain tedious tasks that you have to do, right? So it depends on what business that you're starting, right? Let's say that you wanted to start, you know what I mean? Let's say, for example, like a personal brand business. I would personally use AI like to write my ad copy. Obviously, I would personally go over the ads and give it like a human touch to make sure that, like it was all clear. I would use it for that. You can use it for writing your email marketing. You can use it for responding back to people. Hold up. I think I'm blurry, right? If I'm blurry, let me know. But you can use AI for your email marketing, writing your Facebook, Google, and Bing ads. You can even use it for like drawing certain like photos, designing things for yourself like thumbnails. You can use AI to literally build an entire website for you. Now obviously, certain things you're gonna want a human to have that like nice finishing touch. But I would use AI across many different things. Like I said, email marketing, writing your ads. You can use it to build a website. You can use it to even, what I'm saying, like make a video for you. Obviously, you're gonna have to go over it. But I like to look at AI as if it's an assistant, right? Because we've already had AI for, like years. AI isn't something that has just like shown up now. It's just now the public is more aware of it, right? But we've been using AI for years. So those are just some short examples of how me personally, moving into 2024, I would use AI to scale my business, writing my ads, writing emails, creating certain photos, designing, or you can even talk back and forth with AI to get certain different ideas within inside your business, right? So in these next couple of years, I think a skill that's really going to be valued is how to write correct AI prompt, right? What do I mean? When you write into AI, most people just write like a generic thing. Hey, how can I do this? It's going to give you a generic answer. The more specific you are with AI, the better answer you're going to get. So by writing a detailed prompt and also the tone that you talk to AI, what I like to do when I'm talking to AI, I like to say, hey, you are a highly intelligent business, let's say business mentor, right? I said, I need you to write me a detailed script for this. I need these three key points to be touched upon, and I need the tone of this to sound, like casual. That's how you have to talk with AI so that you can get the best out of it. That makes sense? Ireland, what's up? What's up? What's up? So I had a subscriber a couple of months ago from Ireland. He flew out here to Colombia and we had lunch. He was a really cool dude as well. Really cool guy. Actually, he texted me just an hour ago. He was a real cool dude from Ireland. Sobly asked, have you ever trained some martial arts? Very minimal. Like I've done some kickboxing and boxing, but I haven't been consistent. That's something that I'm gonna get into more in 2024. That's something that I've written down on my goals is as I continue to work on just all the areas of my life as a man, martial arts is big on my list to work on. And then I want to become better at shooting, right? So I've gone shooting before, like I really like it, but I really want to make sure that like I'm able to like shoot a lot better. The only thing is this year, the majority of my time I spent in South America and Europe. A lot of these countries you can't have a gun on you, right? Legally. So I haven't really been able to go shooting that much, you know. Trying to get this light to turn on. Oh well. Next question. Hey, if I'm blurry, let me know. Can you see me well? Let me know if you can because I want to make sure that the camera's not blurry. Because from here, I look clear from here, but I think it might be a little bit blurry. So, okay, cool. Bet. Excellent question so far. My next question. So we got people from Ireland, Tijuana, excuse me, UK. You know what I mean? Dub Collective says, "Have you ever felt spiritually after taking? Oh, how have you felt spiritually after taking Mother Ayahuasca? I have felt fantastic. One of the main things that I experienced during ayahuasca was I was able to accept myself fully, right? When you travel to so many different countries like myself and you're integrating with so many different people, you can subconsciously have a habit of trying to fit in and assimilate into whatever society that you're in, right? I even struggled with this like when I was living in the States as a Haitian, like trying to like be more American, but to Americans you're an outsider or to so Mother Ayahuasca really just taught me to just hey accept yourself and just be you. Like there's beauty to just being you, right? And then also just having peace with understanding that like not, not to be attached to any certain idea. In the video that I made talking about my experience, I talked about how, like I wanna I wanna grow my business super fast. I wanna grow my brand. I wanna do this. I wanna do all that, and that's fine. It's good to have goals, but you also have to be present that like the journey is the destination, right? And so after ayahuasca, I've just been feeling light, man. I've been feeling really good. I've been feeling that peace. I've been feeling that I have a lot of clarity, and I'm very happy. And my energy has been up. I think I'll probably end up doing my next ceremony maybe within 6 months or so. But yeah, man, I've been feeling fantastic, man. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking. Next question. And if you haven't already hit that like button, make sure that, what I'm saying, tap that like button. You know what I'm saying? Give it a little tap for me. You know what I mean? It helps the channel go a long way. I've been trying to grow the channel, but lately it's been looking like the videos haven't been getting out to a lot of people. I'm not sure why. We got 57K subs, but it's not really hitting like that. I don't know why. What's next for me? What's next for me in terms of what? In terms of my career path, in terms of where I want to live, or what exactly? I appreciate y'all hitting that like button. You know what I mean? Give it like a nice little tap for me. Relic VI4 asks, "How are you today?" I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. You're the first person to ask me that today. How are you doing? I wish you guys could see the view from my apartment. This is a beautiful country, bro. This is why I'm still here. I'm just out of all the countries I've been to, man. It's just I never get tired of the views. Just finished your workout. Good. I got mine in too today. In life, what's next for me, to be honest, after ayahuasca, I've been going with the flow. I'm still heavily focused, working hard every day on my brand. I've been brainstorming on what other pieces of value I can bring to you guys within a course or book. And I've been really focusing on meeting new people and networking and possibly collabing and creating something with other people. In terms of marriage, I'm not looking to get married anytime soon. They say that when you don't look for it, that's when it arrives. I just got out of a relationship at the beginning of this year, and I wasn't looking for a relationship when I got into that one because I had just got out of a relationship before that. You know what I mean? So I like being single for now. I'm gonna stay single. Uh, but then again, you never know. I might end up going to, like the Middle East, and I might meet my wife. You just you really don't know. You feel me? Like when you travel a lot and you're just like meeting different people, you really never know what's gonna happen. But as of right now, I'm just really focused on my goals. I've just been really focused on studying, learning. Recently, I've been studying a lot of finance, the origins of money, how money actually works, how to properly invest it, how to protect yourself as a business owner, how to allocate your money in different areas to where your money is just protected and it's infinitely giving you back lovely returns. Well, you're gonna be a better man for 2024. I hope so. That's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal, man. Relic via Forces, can you talk about mudras? You mentioned it in one of your videos and they're very interesting. Yeah, so mudras, like from what I've studied, is specific hand gestures that you can use to channel specific different parts of energies and open different parts of your brains. They've been used for thousands of years. I touched on it on a couple of videos. So there's a lot of different mudras that help open up certain things with inside of yourself. Now, I won't make this video religious because anytime I talk about meditation or things like that, you have some people who are, for a lack of better words, closed-minded, and then they'll start saying all types of stuff like, oh, that's like devil stuff, like demonic stuff. But for me, when you've traveled as much as I have and you've met as many people as I have, like I have an open mind to a lot of different things. You know what I mean? So Sophie says, any tips for a clear and organized environment room and not having clothes? Man, simple. You know what you gotta do. You just gotta clean your spot, clean your space. Like for me, like I have my, you know, spot here, and I try to keep it very organized because when my space is clean and organized, it's just like I don't know. It's almost like mentally, I'm able to be calm because I don't have to attend to this and clean that. So you just gotta spend the time to clean. Trust me, I don't like to clean either, but I do it every week. I make sure that my space is tidy because when your space is tidy, for me personally, it just makes me feel better. You know what I mean? Uh, Val Chung asks, "Are you still vegan?" No, I haven't been vegan since 2021. Yeah, yeah, since like late 2021. And the reason I'm not vegan anymore, which I don't think like I never made a video addressing this, but the reason I'm not vegan is because when I started to travel, I wanted to experience different cultural dishes and cultures. So I didn't want to tie myself down to any ideology. I still eat a lot of vegan food, a lot of plant-based food, but if I want to go try a cultural dish that has meat, I'm gonna try it. Now, I stay away from pork and beef. I don't do red meat like that because it makes me feel heavy. But if it's a situation to where, let's say, like I'm with like someone right in their country, and they bring me home to their family, and they want to introduce me to a dish, I'm not gonna say no, I'm not gonna eat it. Yeah, I'm gonna try the dish out, but I don't eat red meat or pork often or dairy. I uh, I just eat as clean as I can. But if I want to have some fun, I'm gonna eat some junk food. Liz H asks, "Are you religious at all?" I wouldn't say that I'm religious. I absolutely do believe in God. I pray multiple times a day for everything. Um, if that makes me religious, I suppose I would consider myself very spiritual. I study many different religions, as I said, because I travel so much. I come across so many different people, different walks of life and beliefs. This year, I spent a lot of time in the jungles here in South America, and I met a lot of people that are like indigenous with their own beliefs, and I studied and I learned their ways. But I wouldn't say I'm religious, even though I pray multiple times a day. I wouldn't really say that I'm religious. Um, for me personally, when I hear the term religious, I think about a man-made structure created to control the minds and the masses of the minds. When I think about spirituality, I think about a personal relationship that each individual has with God. That makes sense? But good question. The Collective says, Do you remember your first piece of content that went viral? What was it, and what? My bad. I'm thinking in Spanish. My bad. Would you do differently to capitalize on that momentum? So the first piece of content that I ever had viral was actually a video that I took from somebody else, edited it up, repurposed it, and that video hit like 1.8 million. I'm not proud of that. Back in those days, hey, I, I was just trying to, you know what I mean? But my first piece of content that went viral, oof, man, it was a couple. I had a video where I was talking about the Ankh and African ancestry. I think that video hit like 200 something K. Um, but then I had a fitness cardio video that hit like 300,000. What is it? Okay, so you said what would I do differently to capitalize on the momentum? Beautiful question. So back when I had those videos go viral, I didn't have my website or my products established. What I would have done back then is I would have had my websites and also my affiliate links prevalent and pinned in the comments because, for example, I had a Manscaped review video that I released in 2020, and that video got like I think 300,000. I put the Manscaped link for my Amazon affiliate uh, in the pin section 3 months after, and I started making 2 grand a month just off of having that pinned comment. But by that time, the video wasn't getting that much traffic, and I was still making 2 grand, right? Just up on one link. So I think to myself, if I would have put that there at the beginning when it started to take off, I could have easily clipped 10 grand a month. So I think when you're on social media, you really got to learn how to position yourself and be prepared beforehand so that when you do catch a wave, Calabunga, you feel me? When you catch a wave, like you're able to like milk it for everything. So that's what I would have done differently. I would have really established my website and my links better. So once I catch a wave, I can monetize it in like 20 different ways. But that was a great question. Um, Indoctrination. So it says, can you explain how religion is mind control? All right. So I'm not gonna touch on this topic too long, right? I've made a lot of videos on my Patreon speaking about this. But for example, right? And again, like whenever I talk about these videos, I prefer to talk about it on Patreon because part of the reason why YouTube shadow banned me for quite some time was because I started to have conversations about these videos. But when I think about religion, we look at something like, let's say, Christianity, right? So the image of Jesus, as we know, that white image was actually, like a guy from Europe, you know what I'm saying? He was, you know what I'm saying, like a lover of some guy that they painted as Jesus, right? Now, by studying history, we know that that image of Jesus was created at the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. If you don't know what the Council of Nicaea is, Google it. 325 AD, when they came up with that specific image of Jesus and how they were going to go control the masses. So that's all I'm going to say on that. I can dive into different religions because I've studied all of them. But I don't like to talk about these type of topics on camera anymore. I prefer to have them in person with people who are well traveled, who have studied, because then we can have a unemotional, intellectual conversation that's respectful. Obviously, we're gonna respect each other's beliefs, but we're gonna have a historical, intellectual conversation. I find that when I have conversations like this with people who are, let's say, not well traveled or not well studied, they allow their emotions to get in front of them to where we can't actually have a conversation. That makes sense? You would have done a better marketing. Absolutely. I would have done a better marketing strategy. But you live and you learn, right? That's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of business. That's the beauty of, like everything in life is an opportunity to learn. Relic Via says, do you have any goals for 2024? Yes, I do. I'm not going to share all of them, but for sure is to grow my business, is to go to West Africa and get my West African passport. I did a video a couple of years ago where I took a DNA test by African ancestry, the only African DNA company out of Africa that can tell you what tribe you're from. And I'm due to go over there and get my West African passport. I spoke to you guys about this briefly on what I've been cooking up. You know what I mean? Just becoming a global citizen, having multiple passports, having autonomy over your life, having freedom, and being able to move across different grids and continents whenever you want to, cultivating relationships with different people. This is why I've been studying multiple languages so I can be plugged in all over the world. It's a lot of work, but I'm super young. I have the time, I have the drive, and I've been doing it. This year, I learned Spanish. That was the goal. I'm now plugged in Latin America, right? So that's one of my goals. Martial arts for sure. um, Getting in better shape. Right now, I'm probably at 12% body fat. I'm gonna take it down to probably 9 or 8. I got a couple of different like goals as well, like with inside my business. Certain numbers and targets that I want to overdo and hit and beat. So lots of things like that. Certain things I want to do for my family. You know, like certain things that I want to do. You know, so yeah, I've got a couple of goals going into next year. I don't blame you. It's a touchy subject, especially the way the world is at present. Exactly, it's a very touchy subject talking about that stuff. So that's what I kind of like took a break on speaking about that stuff. But yo, if you're just not hopping in the video, what's up? My name is Dudley, formerly known as Dudley Does. Welcome to my live where I'm, doing a live Q&A with you guys. If you don't know who I am, if this is your first time on my channel, this is a personal development channel. I am a entrepreneur and also world traveler, currently stationed over here in Latin America. Feel free to ask me any questions for those of you just not popping in. Make sure to hit that like button, give it a nice little tap for me. You feel me? Thank you. Next question. Dub Collective says, got any supernatural encounters you haven't made a video? I got a bunch. Like, man, hell yeah, I do. Man, I'll even give an example here, right? This year in April, I was in Italy and I was staying in this house that was like 300, like literally 300 years old, right? And I remember one night I was in the crib alone and there's this piano, right? And I made a video too, you from like on the house. And it was like 12 in the morning. You know what's coming next? That motherfucker started playing. Listen, do you hear me? I'm in a 300 old home in Italy, right? It's 12, like I'm getting goosebumps when I'm talking about it. And the piano started playing. You know what I mean? So listen, man, I've got uh, a bunch of different experiences that I've experienced. I've seen things, I've heard footsteps, I've experienced certain things. In those moments, I just kind of pray and I'm like, all right, listen, man, whatever energy is around me, if you're not good, I don't want you here. And it always goes away. Because like with these type of things, like I'm not really scared. Like I realize that these are all just we're all able to go into different dimensions within inside of our minds. We have that capability, right? Which is why the world, and I'm being generous when I say the world, but I think you guys know exactly what I'm saying. I'm trying to talk in a certain code here, which is why the world likes to keep us distracted. It likes to keep us, drugged up and medicated. It likes to keep us out of sync and out of frequency so that we're not able to tap into the divine beings, the multidimensional beings that we really are. But good question. So this says, do you believe in evolution or creation? I believe in creation. I don't believe in evolution. I don't believe that everybody came from a monkey. Me personally. Lao Chung says, I have been following from the beginning and I'm so proud of your growth. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the OG subscribers that have been following me, because I've been very honest and very transparent with you guys over the years. I've showed you guys a lot. You feel me? Like, even from back when, I was in college, like to now, I've been very honest and transparent with you guys, and I've done that very intentionally, right? As I've been scaling up my brand and my image, like I've made it my, you know, I've made it very important for me to really connect with the audience, because I want you guys to know that I'm a real person and every day is not going to be perfect. So whenever you're having a hard day, if I can make a video and you watch the video and it helps bring up your spirit, that makes me happy, because then that lets you know that I'm serving you, right? And so at the end of the day, as I said at the beginning of the stream, business is about relationships, solving problems, right? It's about, serving. So that's the reason why, I've been so transparent. Even with the video I made about the ayahuasca, that was heavily personal. And I had people tell me saying, wow, Dudley, man, you're so strong for saying that on camera and putting that out there. And to me, I was like, okay, hey, I guess that makes me strong, but really it ain't nothing new. I've been honest from the get-go. So that doesn't make me strong. It's just what it is. I'm just being honest. I think a lot of people are, I don't know, like they're not honest. I've got nothing to hide. Liz H says some things aren't meant to be spoken about. Exactly. They are experience. The experience is unique to you and your purpose, you guys. So you did the right thing to rebuke the low vibrant energy. Well, exactly. Exactly. Some things are not meant to be spoken about. And I'm glad you said that, because I think that's a line that a lot of people blur, especially when it comes to content creation. I get it, right? Being personal. Like for me, I've been very personal with in certain videos, but there's still a threshold. There's a line that I don't cross. Unless you meet me in person, we can have certain conversations, right? All of my subscribers who have met me in person, they'll tell you the same thing. Like Dudley's a real guy. He's exactly who he is on camera. Like we can have real conversations in person. On camera, especially when I'm on a platform like YouTube that's not mine, I just got a text. There's only so far I can take it. You know what I mean? Next question. Olivia says, "Do you still feel changed or different after your ayahuasca experience, or did things settle down now?" Oh, I'm 100% changed. I'm 100% changed, without a doubt. I'm Ayahuasca gave me a I don't give a fuck attitude. What do I mean by that? Ayahuasca just made me not care about things that don't matter, like things that are out of your control, things that you can't change, certain uh, regrets I used to have, certain things that went sour between me and certain people. I used to kind of think back and be like, damn, like, man, I wish things could have worked out differently. After ayahuasca, I accepted, I forgave, I healed, and I purged it all out. So I'm free. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Yeah, I still have certain things that I gotta work on, which is what I believe she told me I'm gonna need more ceremonies. But bro, man, when I tell you after ayahuasca, man, like I don't know, I have a peace to me now. I got an inner peace that can't be shaken. Like whenever adversity comes, and I've had some things happen to me after my ceremony that have been challenging. And I just kind of sit down in the crib. I sit down about it. I think, and I'm like, now we're gonna be all right, Dud. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be okay. Like it's not that big of a deal. Um, and that type of thinking, by the way, I've also been able to adopt that type of thinking by living here in Colombia. I really respect and love Colombian people, because Colombians are some of the most hardworking people I've ever been around, right? But they're so chill. Like when something goes wrong, they're just so calm. They're just like chilling, and I really admire that about them. So I think by like living here and also my ceremony, I've really been able to just chill a lot more. Like whenever things don't go your way, I'm not so reactive as I used to be back when I was living like in the States. Good question. Amen to that. You're so strong when you're weak. Exactly. And I forgot what Stoic philosopher said this quote, but they said, appear strong when you are weak. Something like that. It said, yeah, it was something like that. Something like that. Appear strong when you are weak, and when you are, yeah. So appear strong when you are weak, and when you are strong, appear that you're weak. Something like that. Something like that, man. I definitely butchered that up though. The art of war. Exactly. I believe the quote was, when you are strong, don't really let people know, right? Let them think that you're weak. And when you are weak, appear that you're strong. So, one of the things that I love doing, right? I'll share something with y'all. So, for me, right, I'm a polyglot. I speak multiple languages at different levels, right? So, depending on what country I'm in, I like to act like I don't really speak the language or understand anything. Now, even if I don't speak the language, like whenever I'm going somewhere, a week before, 2 weeks before, I take some time to learn some like phrases or something, right? So I like to appear like I don't know anything. Now, I remember I had a situation here where it was these people that were talking about me, and they were saying some things, and they thought I was just some foreigner that didn't speak Spanish, right? And so I was acting like I didn't know nothing else going on. At the end of the conversation, I hopped in and I said, "Oh, really? That's what you think?" And they turned red. They were so shocked. So you never want to let people know what you're capable of. Always give less than what you can. You feel me? That's a power move as well. 48 Laws of Power talks about that, right? So if you guys watch my content, like different weeks, I'll talk about different subjects. I'll talk about different things because I want to build you guys up personally, right? Whether we're talking about fitness, mentality, you know what I mean? Like all of the different things that I talk about that relates to personally building you guys up. As you guys become better individuals, as you become the best version of yourself, never let people know what you're capable of, right? Always give them a little bit less because I'm telling you, people will underestimate you. That's cool. Let them do that. You know what I mean? While you in the cut grinding, putting in hours, working on all your different skills, becoming more profound, eclectic, pull out that card when you have to. You know what I mean? I was in Turkey this year too, right? And I remember uh, I was talking with this lady and I said a phrase in Turkish and like she was so shocked. Oh my goodness, how do you know that proverb? I'm like, listen, I know a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I know a little bit of a lot, you feel me? So, so this says, what are my top 5 books? My top 5 books in no particular order. The Way of the Superior Man, for sure. The Four Agreements. What else do I like? Tony Robbins, The Art of Now. What else do I like? I like a couple of different books, man, to be honest with you, for different reasons and different seasons in my life. Have you guys heard about the book called what's The Mountain Is You? If you haven't heard about that book, I highly recommend that you read that. That book teaches you how to not self-sabotage yourself, and it really dives into the mindset of why are you holding yourself back from where you say you want to be. A lot of us say that we have goals that we want to be in certain places, but we self-sabotage ourselves. And I had to realize this about myself a couple of years ago when a couple of years ago, I started getting some opportunities, right, with like certain sponsorships and stuff like that. And I had this one opportunity where this company flew me out to San Diego, and I filmed a commercial for them. And I realized that I started getting closer to like what I said I wanted. I wanted to be on a platform that was bigger, but then I found myself doing certain things and making certain excuses to like self-sabotage myself. And I really had to take a good look at myself in the mirror and be like, Dudley, what are you doing? Like this is what we said that we wanted. So that's a very good book. What about movies? What were your favorite movies of this year? To be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. This year I haven't watched a lot of movies. I would say more recently in the last month and a half, I started watching movies. But the thing is, I think this year I've been in 8 countries. So I haven't really had time to sit down and watch movies, especially movies from the West. So I can't really answer that question, right? But I would like to start watching some more movies, but I haven't been able to. Have you been to Didim? And I hope I said it right. Atincom. Altincom. I haven't. I've only been to Istanbul. I've only been to Istanbul, but I definitely want to go back to Turkey. Hold on one second. Check this out. Next question. Nah, but I mean, like, I have a lot of places that I definitely want to go. The thing is, traveling to certain countries is definitely more expensive and more tedious than other countries. With certain countries, you have to get a visa. The accommodations are a little bit more expensive. The flight may not be direct, and you have to take a connection that can cost double or sometimes triple. So I'm very like I choose the country I go to wisely at specific times. Typically, I'm usually able to find like a discount, but some countries are just crazy. Like for example, at the beginning of this year, I really wanted to go to the Maldives. I was gonna go. I was gonna book my flight. It was like $3,500 one way. I'm like, nah, like that's my rent for the year in Colombia. You feel me? I'm like, nah. I haven't been to Jamaica, so the only countries that I know in the Caribbean, Haiti, uh, Dominican Republic, Cayman Islands, Belize. Um, yeah, that's the only. I know I'm lacking. I'm lacking. You know, on the Caribbean for sure. Yeah, exactly. The Maldives is expensive, but um, I really wanted to go, but I'm like, bro, that's so crazy expensive. That's crazy. $3,500 one way, and then that's not even including your housing accommodations, your food, transportation. That trip, let's say like I went to Maldives for maybe like a week and a half, right? Because I typically like to go to country longer. That trip could have cost me like $13,000. No, nah. For what? For what? When we get a little bit bigger and we hit certain goals and the money is that long, okay, we'll go. But for now, I'm like, nah, man. Nah. That's too expensive. There are a lot of areas of self improvement: workout, language learning, spirituality, eating right. How do you prioritize them in a day to continue growing and staying on your path? That's an excellent question. So I got a whiteboard here, right? So the way that my days are typically structured is like this. I get up, right? I meditate, I pray, hit the gym. First thing is movement, right into movement. Boom, I knock that out the way. After movement, I come back to the crib, I eat, shower, right? I get right on the computer. I could be answering emails. I could be doing a bunch of different things, right? Probably 4 hours later, that's when I dedicate an hour like to language, right? I'm still I'm going hard on the Spanish until January, then I'm moving on to Mandarin again, right? So boom. After my language study, I almost always watch some type of like educational video on something. It could be finance, it could be history, it could be spirituality, something. So that's the way that I like to like structure it for me. Get up, prayer, movement, work, language, study. After study, I'm either stretching, I'm doing rehab again, like I'm taking care of my body. I call family because that's important. Spend time talking to your family, especially when you're away from family as long as I am. As I'm getting older, as my family's getting older, I realize it's really important to spend time talking to your family. And then every day isn't the exact same, but that's the typical structure that I have. And listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, like it's not easy. Like even though I know like doing all these things is gonna help me become a better person and a better man. If I'm being honest, and if most people would be honest, when you're really grinding, bro, there's days where you don't want to do shit. You want to lay down, eat snacks, and just relax. Almost every day, I want to lay down, eat snacks, and relax. But I know that if I don't do these things to better myself, I'm doing myself a disservice. Now, that goes down to the question of how much do you love yourself? And I've always said over the years, the ultimate showcase of self love is self discipline. So if I let myself slip up on not studying language or not eating right or not working out or not checking emails, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna have to pay for that, and I can't blame anybody for when I'm not where I want to be, but me. But good question. Oh man, do I miss Haitian food? I was just telling this Uber driver yesterday. The only so listen, man, like in Medellin, right? Medellin has food from all over, bro. They got food from Italy, food from Turkey, they got food from Japan, picking Korean food, Caribbean, well, kind of Caribbean. Bro, the only thing I really miss here is that there's no Haitian food and there's no African food, bro. Hell yeah, I miss Haitian food, man. I miss Haitian food so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know how to make certain dishes, but it's not the same. You feel like when mama make it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the same. So yeah, I really miss Haitian food. I would love to in the future bring a Haitian restaurant out here, and I don't have any problem sharing that business idea because I doubt anybody else is gonna do it. And if you do it, you know what I'm saying? God bless you. But I would love to really bring Haitian food out to Colombia. Same for me. Like I feel really guilty if I'm not productive for exactly. Liz H says the art of detaching and staying in touch with those who don't serve your highest good is a hard thing to it's a hard thing to balance. Do you find this difficult too? The art of detaching and staying in touch. Um, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, it's not hard to detach from people that don't serve me, right? Because I'm at a I'm at a stage in my life, right, where I don't live a normal life. You feel me? I've been very fortunate to be able to just do what I want for the most part, and I've come across some like really successful individuals that really motivate me. That I'm very blessed to, you know, what I'm saying, like call friend and like be able to be around and learn. So for me, I realized that I have a window of opportunity to really take advantage of my youth. You feel me? So for me, if there's somebody that's not vibing on the level that I'm at, that's not wanting to get better, if we can't grow, if we can't push each other, if we can't get better, I'm not spending no time with you. And with the way that I move and live, a person has one time to do me wrong and they'll literally never see me again because I'm bouncing everywhere. Like 1 second I'm in Turkey, 1 second I'm in Colombia, next second I'm in freaking like Netherlands, Iceland. So I'm only focused on people that are adding value to my life, people that you know we can grow together, people that actually love and care about me, that want to see the best in me. I want to see the best for them. And this can be family. Sometimes you gotta let go of family because, as I said before, sometimes blood can be the one to take you down because they're the closest to you. That's your weak spot. That's your sweet spot. So I think everybody watching this should really take care of their social circle and pay very close attention to who you're listening to, who you're conversing with on the daily, because people can really pour their toxic mentalities into you. You know what I mean? And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button once again, please. It helps the video get out more. Appreciate everybody that's in here. If you're just not pulling up for the first time, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. When you said we're all getting older, it's important to speak to these individuals daily. You have many toxic traits. Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. We're all getting older. Like we're not getting any younger, and whether you do the work on yourself or not, guess what? The time's gonna pass. Like I remember exactly what I was doing a year ago from today. You know what I'm saying? November 6, 2023. I remember exactly what I was doing, and it's crazy. Like the years are just going by. Like for me, I would say ever since I turned like 27, like the years just going by, and like it's up to you to get better every single year. So it's like I don't have time to converse or give energy to people that are going to be a leech, that are going to suck me dry, that are not going to add any value to my life. That makes sense. So for all y'all watching, like make sure to really take care of who you're around, whether that's family or not. You may have to cut off family. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're in a relationship with somebody that you love, but they don't serve you, you might have to break up with that person. It's that real. What are you gonna do to get to where you want to go? You know what I mean? Shoot, bro, bro, you better be in this thing in midnight out here. Yo. Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple more questions though. Um, yeah, family. No, for sure, man. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. I hope you're drinking your water too. Yeah, I mean taking care of yourself in every sense of the word, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I've even made videos talking about your looks. You know what I'm saying? Look, Max, and as you guys see, I got the pearly whites. I'm taking care of my teeth. You know what I mean? I'm taking care of my skin, and I'm just trying to improve every single day, man, like you guys are. Do you, Rolivia says, do you have any opinion on the recent writer's strike and SAG actor strike? I actually wasn't aware of that. Could you enlighten me a little bit about that? Look, I'll be completely like, how can I word it, man? When I'm not in the West, when I'm not in the States, I detach completely. I don't know what's going on. Like, I know that's kind of bad, right? I should keep up with like what's going on around the world, especially as a business owner who has my business based out of the States. But like, I guess like when it comes to like entertainment and things around that, when I'm not in the US, I'm completely disconnected because when I'm not in the US, I'm not speaking English. So it's almost like I have another personality. And for anybody here watching this that speaks another language, you'll know exactly what I mean. When you speak another language, you have another personality. So I've been out of the USA now for quite some time, so I just kind of disconnect. Yeah, definitely went gym tonight. Back on my A. There we go. Herbal teas, gym, yoga. I love to see that for y'all, man. That's what I'm talking about, though. Which videos do you enjoy making the most? What's your recording process? I really enjoy making the vlogs where I'm showing you guys like what I'm doing on my day to day. You feel me? Like I might go have a workout at this gym, and then you know what I'm saying, like I go get a haircut, or I'm just showing you how I'm living in different countries as a foreigner. I really like those videos because it gives a realistic view of like what there is. I feel like when people make travel videos, it's all this exciting stuff, and they doing this and special edits and all this type of stuff. And me, I'm just I'm on a moped. I'm going to the bus stop. Like real life shit. You feel me? Like a regular guy living life. So I really like to give you guys that insight. You know what I mean? And my recording process between when I'm filming vlogs or when I'm shooting a sit down video. When I shoot a sit down video, I typically write like a script, or I have like key bullet points on things that I want to make sure that I don't forget to touch on the video. So as I'm filming sitting down, I make a conscious effort to like check each bullet point to make sure I've touched on every topic that I want to touch on. With the vlogs, obviously that's a regular day, so I'm just going with the flow. I'm just filming, I put it up and I film, and then in post production when I'm editing and I'm putting the special effects and music and everything, like that's a whole different process. If any look, if any of you guys want to do YouTube, I recommend you do it, man. It's a great creative outlet, and it's a great way to scale your business and to funnel traffic into your website and products. When you build an audience of people that you're actually helping, people that actually care about you too, it's the best thing in the world, bro. I'm telling you, I've met a lot of subscribers in person, and it's always a good time. Like it's always fun. I'm telling you. It's just about writers and actors demanding higher pay for their work and limitation on the use of AI in movies. Oh, the strike has been going on for 120 days now, the longest. Wow, I had no idea. Thanks for telling me about that. I'm gonna check that out later. I had no idea. The Buy Silk Route says, I was the same way. I did not know anything, didn't watch movies or TV. We are influenced by our environment more than we realize. Absolutely. That's a fact. Liz H says, stay real. We love the real. When you start going, when you start going Maldives for a month and you two don't shadow ban you, that's when you cross the line. Nah, facts, you feel me? Like I said, man, I feel like a lot of people that like a lot of people, especially with this social media stuff, they wanna seem cooler than they are. Like people only show their highlights on social media. They only show the best part. You know what I'm saying? For me, like I just keep it a buck. Like, listen, you might see me come on camera one day, I'm not smiling the whole video. It is what it is. Like that's real life. Like I'm not, you know what I mean, like jolly that day. But I'm gonna still turn on the camera. I'm gonna give you guys some knowledge, or you know what I mean. Like I'm gonna talk with you guys, and I'm gonna chop it up with you, and be like, hey, like this is me. Take it or leave it. Like you know what I mean. So I always make a conscious effort just to be honest. Who's this calling me, man? But good question though, man. Next question. I'm gonna take a couple of more questions. If you're just not pulling up to the video, once again, welcome, welcome. My name is Dudley. I go by Dudley Edward. This is a personal development channel where I talk about a lot of different topics, from typically men's personal grooming, or you know what I'm saying, personal development in terms of mindset, health and wellness. Also speaking different languages, connecting with different people to make you a more eclectic and profound individual. We talk about a lot of different topics here for all of my new people that are just now pulling in, that are strangers. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to tap that like button, as it does help it get into the algorithm. Jai Robinson says opinion on Forex. I was thinking about Forex the other day because I had a meeting with a gentleman out here, right? Um, do you guys know this guy? He's an entrepreneur, but also a content creator. His name is Rafael Vargas, right? He's based out of Miami. I ran into him one day down here, and I had a meeting with his staff, and they do forex. Like they have a forex business. I think forex can be extremely lucrative for those that are willing to spend the time to, like learn that skill set. For me, I've got so many other things going on that are like pulling me thin that I just personally didn't care to dive into that and like study it and learn it. But there's been a lot of people that have found great success in that. So I think that's an avenue that you can make some really good money in. So I'm gonna take two more questions and then I'm gonna let y'all go, man. You feel me? What's a good investment right now? I would say a safe bet is always going to be real estate. For me, I know I'm looking into real estate definitely like in this market right here, Latin America, especially in these countries that are developing. The prices of everything is going up. There's a lot of people coming here that's creating a demand. So I'm looking. So real estate is always going to be safe. Long term for me, just for me, I always do have a conservative investment of ETFs. That's for long term. And then also, I think investing in SaaS, you feel me, software as a service companies, investing into, you feel me, certain AI projects. I think that's the future. So I think if you can get in and invest in a SaaS company, um, you can in a couple of years you can be looking at some really good returns. Do you like do you like AI and how it changed our lives? Yeah, so I like AI because it enables me to minimize some of the things that I used to have to do in my work day, right? So for example, like when I first started my business, right, I used to have to write everything, write my whole page copy, emails. I have to make the thumbnail. I have to do this. But now AI, it helps me just make my work a little bit more compact, so I can allocate my time on other things as opposed to like spending a whole day like writing my email sequence, my workflow, or like AI helps me work more efficiently. And I feel like every business owner should get accustomed to using AI because AI is here to stay. And there's nothing that you could do about it. I know a lot of people are afraid that it's taking jobs, but to be honest, you just have to get with the times. You know what I mean? But listen, fam, I appreciate y'all pulling up today, man. I got some calls I gotta take, man. People are blowing me up. All right, so I love y'all. I'm gonna try to go on live a lot more often. I might get on live with you guys this weekend, and hopefully more people pull up. I appreciate all of the questions. If you guys don't follow me on IG, make sure to go follow me on Instagram to stay up to date with me more often on a day-to-day basis. Make sure to check out the website, the course, all of the services that I offer. Appreciate y'all guys. As always, man, I'm gonna see you in the next one.